Hi, everyone. Here I am. I'm back. Today is Tuesday, August 16th, 2022. And this is my weekly address for a Tuesday. And I've missed you all. I had a great trip to Tennessee with my family, and I am very excited to be back. I've got a few things to talk to you about today, and we'll go through that. As always, if you have any questions about anything that I mentioned here, anything that's come up, you know that I have an open door policy for my office. I'm always thrilled when people stop in, ask me questions, bring me concerns, issues, those kinds of things. Of course, you know how to get me on email or on my direct line here at my desk. So please do reach out with any issues or questions that you have. And why don't we get into today's weekly address items? So first and foremost, today we do have at 2 p.m. something called the Sustainability Committee Follies or Sustainability Follies. So that's going to be a live performance here in the PAC by members of the Sustainability Committee on sort of a more lighthearted take on issues related to sustainability. And if you're interested in learning a little bit more in a sort of not so typical way, please join us today at 2 p.m. in the PAC for the Follies. Tom Tango has asked me to ask all of the folks that are viewing this address for making sure that you have provided to concierge the most updated information that we can have related to contacting you with our emergency alert system. So we have a fully integrated emergency alert system. We call it the SARA system, SARA. And it's the system that we use to make alerts for you if an emergency occurs or there's an announcement that we need to make. And many of you have given us multiple different forms of communication, whether it be a home phone number, cell phone number, email address. Cell phone numbers also receive text information. We can take any combination of your contact info as well as the contact info of any of your loved ones that might like to be contacted for certain things. So please make sure that concierge has whichever forms of communication you want to have on our emergency alert system. Some of you have decided that you had initially maybe given us 4 different methods of communication, and you realize that when we issue an alert, your phone is ringing, your cell phone is ringing, you're getting a text on your cell phone, and you're getting an email all at the same time. Some people find that to be overwhelming. You can switch to just a single method, but all of those communications can be updated through concierge. And we really do rely on that system to get timely information out to everyone. So please go ahead and make sure that that information is, the contact info is updated. Rob Dunn has asked me to let you know that the screen replacement has begun. And so you will start to see people going around and putting the screens back in from the window washing. So just give that a little bit of time. And if in the next 2 or 3 weeks you don't get your screens back, please do call concierge. Don't worry about doing it just yet. It's going to take some time to get those screens back in everywhere. But if in another couple of weeks or so and you don't get your screens back in, just make sure that you contact concierge and they can help you with that. Jason has asked me to let everyone know that the pool lift has been maintained and is confirmed to be in working order. So I know a number of you have asked questions about utilizing the pool lift to access the pool. And this is a really great option for those folks that might have some either fear or limited mobility or other reasons that might prevent you from utilizing the stairs in the pool to enter the pool. We purchased the pool lift a number of years ago through the foundation, which was the precursor to the benefit fund. And it's there for our residents, specifically designed for folks that can't independently or safely enter the pool through the stairs. So if you live in assisted living, you live in garden view, you live in skilled nursing, or you live in independent living, and you want to utilize the pool, that lift is working and operational. So, you know, it's a great opportunity for folks. And I think that if you are considering using the pool and you've had some hesitancy about that, why don't you let concierge know, or a nurse, or any member of the staff that you might be interested in utilizing the pool, and we can see what we can get going. But that lift is there and operational, and Jason just wanted me to confirm that for everyone. Tomorrow we have a management Q&A, which will be held in person in the PAC and will also be live streamed on channel 1340. If you have not attended the management Q&As in the past, I can't emphasize how important and how informational these sessions can be. Tomorrow, I will be spending my portion of the time sort of expounding on some of the questions that were raised about finances last week. At this point, you've all seen my memo. I didn't really get much follow-up beyond people just, thanking me for the clarification. And you're welcome for that. I'm glad I had the opportunity to do so, even from the campground. But we did have a couple of follow-up questions, so I will, address any of those questions that were raised. And if you haven't asked a follow-up question and you have one, please do share that with me before tomorrow at 1:30. I would encourage everyone to attend the management Q&A monthly when we have it. But now that 1340 is currently streaming, we will be airing it there tomorrow as well. Let's see, I think the last thing I wanted to mention today was there's been a number of residents have asked the question about access to your apartment or cottages when you're not home, or when maybe you don't respond to a knock. So I just wanted to take an opportunity to remind everyone that access to your apartment or cottage home in independent living is within your control. So if you do not want our staff, whether it be housekeeping or maintenance or whomever it is, if you do not want our staff to enter your home without you answering the door and inviting us in, please make sure concierge knows that. Alternatively, if you are okay with our staff entering when you're not home, or perhaps you don't answer your knock for a routine maintenance or housekeeping item or an emergency item, then you need to let concierge know that as well. And there is a form actually that will memorialize that decision. We take that form and we put it right into our operating system that handles the work orders. So our staff can kind of see right there on the screen whether or not they can go in when you're not there, or if you haven't answered or not. I would just caveat this to say that in the event of an emergency, especially if, for example, you have not responded to the day's courtesy check, our staff will go in from a safety perspective, because obviously we're concerned about you. If we haven't seen you all day or we haven't talked to you, we haven't been able to get in touch with you on the courtesy check in the evening on the phone call, then we are going to go in because that's a safety issue. But I'm speaking more generally about routine maintenance things, changing filters, work orders, those kinds of things. So you can straighten that up with concierge. You can just give them a call or stop in at concierge and make sure that they've got your most updated information. The last thing that I would like to say is I just got an email across my desk that said Taco Tuesday is back. So that is, I'm sure, very exciting for our residents and staff. I know a lot of people have enjoyed Taco Tuesday at the pub. So you can actually order tacos on Tuesdays now, either at the pub or at the bistro. So if you are not doing anything else and your stomach is growling, I would encourage maybe you to try Taco Tuesday today. I will see you all tomorrow at the management Q&A. Thank you.